Oh, dedicated to one developer on one game, Kenny Sons. And it was that ball pit game he was making. So now the next one is at 6. Right now, just try. Is there... Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So far. Nintendo is offering free replacements for drifting Joy-Con 2 controllers. The Switch 2 controller still includes the same part, causing drift in the older models. Uh-oh. Wait, are people even... Are they trying to get recalls already? Right now? Fuck it. Faulty equipment? What is this? That says Kilmar Abrego Garcia has landed in the United States to face justice on charges of smuggling. The smuggles? A conspiracy to commit alien smuggles. Dave's Hot Chicken has been acquired by Subway's owner by $1 billion. Whoa. Oh, 30 minutes. Or 21 minutes. Oh, what's this?
Target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre.
Oh,
a
it's
financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld.
Hitman
He has
stuff.
arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends.
I don't,
Mr.
I don't think they're gonna...
Chiffre.
I'm wondering if they're gonna showcase anything new. Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Hi. It seems like they have a event ready for people to... I wonder what this is. Hitman. Oh, wait. What? Survival? What? Survival? They're in a multiplayer game? What the fuck? Yeah. That looked out of place. Because those characters were never in a fucking zombie apocalypse. Fuck. Too late at the Fed is a disaster. Europe has had 10 rate cuts. We had none. Despite him, our country is doing great. Go for a full point rocket fuel.
Do what you can. Do not lose her. Tires are out. Proceeding on foot. I'm coming to you now. The search and rescue. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
That reminds me.
Bomb and then just slaps them all in the face with the fish.
Hello.
Problem is, the lot. I can do it with just one of them, and then the rest of them will scarp us. So then I'm gonna have to try and get them. Silent attack. Okay. Hey, get here! Hey, get here! Hey.
Damn, she's just
Where's he
beating
going?
up all the fucking
Where's he
workers.
going?
That's
Hey,
fucked
get here!
up.
Say, get here! Get here! Get here! Oh, that's amazing. Finish fish up the
You want to drink some water too? She's going to get her water. We got a brief window. She didn't see it. She didn't see it.
That fucking
That's good
northern
parenting
lion.
right there. And then
Jesus.
look, I just put him in his crib, honey.
So just a bunch of streamers who played the game, I'm guessing.
Excellent work, 47. The leader has been eliminated. Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
Let's go! Yes! Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god!
Impressive, 47. You have single-handedly managed to defeat an entire network of thieves. You are truly
The
making a
first
difference.
campaign of Freelancer!
All right, it's me, the Oil Prince. I am going to go to the auction and buy lots of cool stuff. Right, guys? They'll never suspect me. Hey. Hi.
All clear, Your Highness.
No, they're just,
Your Highness.
as usual,
hey, that's
just
me.
showcasing
Right,
a
stairs
bunch
are
of
somewhere this way. Let's go this way so I'm not on the camera.
right.
To the stairs.
Boring.
This stuff was so complicated.
Boring.
Yeah, that's a fireworks remote. Wouldn't touch it if I were you. Look, Novikov's expecting a heads up before we trigger the display, so we can watch it from the garden.
Didn't even notice. Mine now. Yoinked it. Excuse me, sir. Prince coming through? Surely these guys will let the prince up the stairs.
I'm here to protect you, Your Highness.
That's right. That's right. That's me. Your Highness. Oh my god. Oh my god. He doesn't even have a beard.
Must be Your Grace.
Hello. Love these sausages. Wow, so good.
Vitelloni bianco della Pino Centrale.
Yeah. That lady leave? Are we alone? She knew we needed some privacy. Give me your outfit now.
Okay, well, can we like hurry this up? Ugh. Let's see, video game. Cows are taking over Mario Kart World? What the fuck? Oh, okay. So it's a mod? Day of the Dead, everything announced. Yakuza Studios Project Century gets a proper name. Resident Evil 9. Killer Inn. Hitman, Mecha Break, Jurassic World, Blocky Co-op, New Dying Light, the new Liza P that's out now. Onimusha. Code Vein 2. Kutsune Miku. Motor Shell 2. I didn't think they would make another one, to be honest. Because I didn't think a lot of people liked this game. But I guess they did make another one. I mean, I played it through all the way. I liked it. It was alright. Oh shit, I didn't mean to fucking do that. Fuck me.
Currently has his sights set on a familiar property in Berlin. Good luck.
Good luck.
Diaz! Showtime!
I have these gaps inside my head.
Light gives us a 10-minute window. You made it.
That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned.
Sorry, right now I'm standing up.
What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. And what you did should have left you in the desert. This is not the first time we got a fatal error with your tech.
Diaz, make it stop! Make it stop!
I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
So, I have a great selection of rare birds, like those exotic endangered species you see on TV. So
18 minutes?
You are Agent 47, the world's
Oh,
finest
it's in
professional hitman.
it's in Los Angeles?
Hired by the
I'm not complexified.
Hello, everyone. We are here with Hakan. You just came over from Summer Games Fest. Tell me about that experience.
Oh, it's very nice. I was all the way from the waiting room with Mads Mikkelsen. He's such a sweetheart, down to earth, really cool guy. So we were just joking and hanging out. And but then when we came in, I was a bit, bit nervous because there are a lot of people and whatnot. So, but it was a fantastic experience. People really received it well. A lot of cheering and whatnot. So, and then when both with Mindsai and but also with when Bond came
Oh
on,
yeah.
and of course when we invited Mads
Maybe I should
Mikkelsen.
pause
So
this stream.
the roof just came off, so that was good.
It was really fun to see hear the crowd
Recording.
reaction whenever Mads came on stage as well. So that was really exciting. Was there anything else that was announced at Summer Games Fest that you were excited about?
I mean, besides the games
Oh my
that we
fucking
showed,
back.
it was really great to
My fucking bike,
just
mate.
hang around and watch the Summer Game Fest. The whole event itself is extremely exciting.
Yeah.
It's a major thing for our industry. So it's really, really great to see all these great games get announced. Me as a gamer, it's not only about what I have and what we are showing, but it's just to see how the
Epic
industry is
Games
thriving
just
with all the
released
creativity. So that
Unreal
was awesome.
Engine,
is a
announces
celebration
Unreal
of gaming this
5.6,
week. I feel
promises
like
60
ever since I was a kid, this
FPS with
time
hardware
is such a
ray
special time for everyone who's
tracing.
in the industry and for fans. So it's really cool to actually hear that from someone who's
Made changes that allow
so renowned.
60
Yeah,
FPS
absolutely.
with ray tracing
Well, I'm excited
in
for the show.
complex open
Thank you so much.
worlds.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mobile devices, consoles, and PCs. This release, one of our key goals was to empower you to build super high fidelity, large-scale open worlds that run smoothly at 60 FPS across current generation hardware.
In these 21
Writes Epic
playgrounds of
Games.
possibilities,
Also
there
made
is no
strides
target
toward a
out of your
truly
reach.
engine-first animation and
Every
rigging
decision is yours to
workflow,
make.
reducing
and
the
impact
need
the outcome
for
of your mission.
DCC round
Agent 47 can
tripping.
infiltrate anywhere by finding unconventional paths.
One of the
usurping
features
an
to
identity,
see an improvement is
old-fashioned brute
Epic's
force.
Lumen
And sometimes,
hardware.
all you need is an invitation.
Oh.
You can blend in anywhere and plan
Alright,
your
we're
next
gonna do
move
this.
as you figure out
One of the features to see an important improvement in Epic Lumen hardware ray tracing mode. These low optimization ensure faster, more efficient rendering, bringing high-end visual fidelity and stability that now matches the frame budget of the software ray tracing made. Epic writes its release notes for Unreal Engine 5.6. Frees up valuable CPU resources on your target platform. Overall helps achieve a more consistent 60 Hz frame rate. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. We should see this, huh? Oh, what happened? Oh, like
you
broke.
can blend in anywhere and plan your next move as you figure.
Oh, it broke. Uh-oh. Yeah, actually, let's. Uh-oh. The stream crashed. Oh no! It's on fire. It's on fire. Okay, we got the IGN stream.
Tech targets are some of.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did the IGN... Uh-oh. The other streams just died. What if, Hmm.
Han Ledong has been.
Oh, is it fine now? Oh, no, it doesn't look like it.
Your targets are Jinnu, Lom Kwai.
Oh, it looks
and
like it's
Wu Fan.
okay now.
The targets are preparing to transfer.
Oh, maybe they
Squad
started
to
it
awaiting
too
cargo
late,
ship.
and then now it's like,
Quiet
yeah.
47.
Honestly, the fact that they left it like that was kind of stupid. It's been over, they said it way too early.
This man doesn't even need an introduction. He is legendary, iconic in itself, and the fact.
The echo, yo. Alright, let's see this demo. This tech demo. State of Unreal with The Witcher. Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Sleep is he, the ploughing plonker. Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract. Where's Veer not dry room? Oi, the devil's out there! This running from!
Oh, shit. Oh, what? Oof. It's a goddamn dragon. Or is that a chimera? Oh. Oh. That's a chimera.
Salt. Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
Oh shit. I'm gonna skip a little.
What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing. So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the world and hunts down monsters for coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating a monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village. All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
So just like Geralt had Roach, Ciri has her
Ciri
own
has
loyal
a
companion.
has a horse too.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah, and to support that, we're introducing multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed. And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself. So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do.
Oh, really?
And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Nanite foliage, wow.
And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly
it looks
down
good.
to catch up with Ciri. Welcome to Valdrest. So Valdrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Ciri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
And the missus?
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valdrest has to offer.
Bugger. Not her again.
Not even at the Land Exeter Fair! Now, 9 gazes while I present
Is that a big ass bear? Oh, he's a shapeshifter.
And the bear's weight grants good fortune.
Some of the Witcher have they?
Pardon.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is. Character actions directly affect what happens around you, sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together. Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry
8 minutes.
innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Last of it, is it?
Ready to aim.
Oh, that's the mind's eye game.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the Ciri the quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You off your tits again, Wilfred! Get your ass up!
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Ah, Witcheress. One using my wagons. No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush.
The manticore that flattened your cars.
Oh, the manticore.
devoured
That's
your
what it's
men.
called.
Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton, not here.
While Siri decides what to do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Reckon me lady's after one of
Comes. Get this cleaned and gutted for you. You mind, dearest? Into seeing something more. Got mackerel, cod, all Brexit's finest.
And there is tons of tech at play here, even in this simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Siri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
I mean, yeah, it just looks better than Witcher 3, that's for sure.
So you are seeing tons
Oh,
of
now they just added in a bunch
optimizations
of
here
people
to many
just
of
to
Unreal systems, including an
see the
entirely
load
new
on the game.
Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh
This is
agents,
basically
all going about their
multi-threading
business.
at work.
And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
You are right. That's the open world RPG that we're making. But before we wrap up, how about one final check-in with Siri? We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever. And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we're doing together
I wonder
is
if we're
going
gonna
to bring a new
be in the
generation of
same
open world
region.
RPGs, and I'm
Or
so
new
proud
region.
of what we accomplished so far.
We are too.
Whole new area.
So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans. A first look at Lanexeter.
Lonexit. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I think it's a whole new area. Oh, there's the Manticore.
Onward, Kelby. We've worked.
Alright, there you have it. I think it looks great so far. But yeah, we'll see. There you go. Glacier IOI showcase. And no stand. Federal law supreme. We will not stand for. Oh, Mayor Karen Bass. What is this? This morning we received reports of federal immigration enforcement actions in multiple locations and oh, that's why. Here we go, the showcases of Elon vs. Trump ugly breakup or the greatest show on earth. Share your opinions below. Totally fake, totally not. It's fake. They're just putting on a show. Uh-oh, audio's not there. Or at least the audio's low.
Hello, everyone. Gamers of the world, welcome to a celebration of play, creativity, and passion. Welcome to the very first IOI Showcase. We are live from the
IOI
Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, and I am Brittany Johnson. I'm going to be your host
that's
for
where
the
they're at.
night. We're going to have a really fun night talking about games, first looks, deep dives, and yes, sprinkle in a couple surprises. But, you know, we'll finally get to meet the creators of the magic and have a panel at the end of the show, too. So buckle up, power up, and lock in. Our first guest is none other than the CEO of IO Interactive, Hakan Abrak.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of Hitman. From a team of few passionate tech pioneers, IOI grew to build more ambitious projects, such as Hitman,
And I don't think they're gonna.
which created its own genre with a single-player
Honestly,
game
I
that
think it's just
gave
going to be the
thousands of
three.
hours of fun. On our mission to bring Hitman everywhere,
Right, all the
whether
right,
it's
25
by bringing Hitman
25
to new
years of
platforms or
Hitman.
by collaborating
Right,
with
they're gonna
celebrities
probably
as
show off
exclusive
some of First
targets,
Light and
we
then
just
show off
reached a new
Mind's
milestone
Eye again, right?
as we count 80
Nothing
million
really
players in the whole of
much.
Fest Nation.
and 25 million units sold since 16. Our fans have supported us all these years, whether they recently joined the ride or joined it as early as I did. So I just want to say thank you.
Oh, it's like this is like Hitman, the very beginning of Hitman, yeah. Hitman Contracts. That's the first game, I think. Or the second game, sorry. Blood Money. Yeah, they're just going back in time, showing off some of the other games. Absolution.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Christian, Chief Creative Officer at IO. Hitman and the World of Assassination launched in 2016. So we're coming up on almost a decade of a live and ever-expanding game, including our very popular elusive targets. Back then, we created the opening level in Paris as a sophisticated, high-stakes location for a classic international spy thriller. And today, it becomes the perfect backdrop for a crossover between Hitman and James Bond. We're introducing the iconic Bond villain Le Chiffre as an elusive target, and it's a perfect fit for Hitman and Paris, and we are immensely proud to team up with Denmark's own Mads Mikkelsen for a reprisal of his iconic role. So it's time to look at some gameplay. Please welcome IO designers Eskil and Martin.
Good morning, 47. Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre. A financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld, he has made a fortune manipulating global markets by orchestrating disruption to drive stock fluctuations in his favor. However, a recent failed venture left him in dire straits, losing vast sums of both legitimate and illicit capital. In a desperate bid to recover, he has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable. Should Le Chiffre succeed, it will fortify his ability to fuel a dangerous network, an outcome they cannot allow. Be warned, Le Chiffre is calculating and ruthless. He will not go down without a fight. Good luck.
All right, hi guys. We're just gonna show a little sneak peek of what's happening in the level. So we jumped in a little bit. Here at 47 has already obtained this invite, and you can just Jonathan just play the video from here. And there's a guard that he sort of needs to deal with. And as we know, 47, everything is everything in his hand is a weapon.
Oh yeah.
So he's
They're
using
playing the game. Yeah.
the trusty old suitcase. And of course he needs to hide the body because if found, the level is gonna spiral out of control. And what he has in it is a sniper rifle. Hopefully he's just gonna use it now as a binocular.
So we can get a good look of the level that was built. We constructed a whole playable casino experience on the ground floor of Paris.
What the heck?
So in true
Friggin'
Hitman fashion, this is all
Trainwreck
participatory. You can sit down at any
still
of these
doing the
tables and
gambling
play poker
streams.
or play roulette with the NPCs. And obviously we're working towards playing poker against Le Chiffre.
Where did you get the invite from?
I got it from the gentleman in red by beating him at roulette. But there are many other ways to get the invite. Of course, Hitman is all about freedom of approach.
And here you are stashing the rifle because we're going for a different approach in this playthrough. Trying to beat Mr. Le Chiffre at his own game.
I think he's just in the next room, and we're gonna get a chance to see the main attraction.
That is Le Chiffre, shadow banker and mathematical genius. You need to stay on your toes. He has never been defeated in a poker game.
And there we have Mass, or Le Chiffre in all his beautiful 3D glory. He was so amazing to work with. I was at the voice recordings, and the way that he just jumped into that role was magnificent.
Mr. Reaper. Bobby G didn't tell me he had a friend. Good night. Idiot. Reaper. Unusual name. Or is that your real name? I've never come across it.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
True. I'm just not fond of unexpected guests. I like to know who I'm dealing with.
Me too.
Shall we begin?
After you.
And Basin is still doing a very solid job as Mr. 47. So I know this was a sort of a dream come true for you to...
Oh, are they gonna show a game of the poker you have to play?
And fan, I always wanted to make a casino level.
Right,
Like,
you can eliminate Le Chiffre.
it's a no-brainer, right? And having Le Chiffre and Mads Mikkelsen, it's like it's the perfect
the faster way, or you can play it right, or you could take the long process and play the game.
What a pleasant surprise. Mr. Smith. I didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
We know each other.
Yeah, we go back, don't we, Mr. Reaper? Yes, of course, Mr. Reaper.
Well, this is turning into an interesting evening. Shall we continue?
Oh, please do. I'm sorry. Esteemed guests, welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique. I am Monsieur Jameson, and I will be your dealer tonight. As per Mr. Le Chiffre's arrangements, we are going to play a cash game of Texas Hold'em poker. Your pre-board chips have been placed on the table before you.
As in any Hitman game, the player is always free to, like, freedom of approach is sort of the staple of the series.
The small
As you,
blind will be Mr. Le Chiffre.
as you can see, he has a silenced pistol holstered, so the player could just take out Le Chiffre now,
Monsieur Smith.
but we're doing something different here.
Mademoiselle Bai.
I'm calling.
Monsieur Le Chiffre. I'll now deal the flop.
Excuse me.
Monsieur Le Chiffre.
Monsieur Le Chiffre.
It's not a bad hand, 2 pairs.
47, your hand.
Monsieur Chiffre.
Are the other players into betting big?
Jack and a queen. Hearts. Odds of winning 65%.
I think I'm gonna call.
Raise him.
I think I'm gonna cool.
Go ahead.
What is this? Some poker? I mean not poker, fucking Texas Hold'em.
Time for the turn. Monsieur
Ooh. 2 jacks, a queen, and 1 heart. 9. And he has a jack and a queen. So he has a trip. Right, he has a full house.
We're sitting on a full house, so seems like good advice.
Raise. The bet is now 8 million euros. Monsieur Smith. I don't have the hand for this. I'll fold. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
It looks like it's down to you and me, Mr. Reaper. Call.
Last community card. The river. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
I think I'll bet 4 million.
Monsieur Reaper.
Seems like a slam dunk.
He could either. He probably wants to either raise or call it.
Raise.
Yeah.
Now 8 million euros. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
Call.
He's gonna call it.
Gentlemen, showdown, please. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
9 and an 8? Oh, he has 4 of a kind.
No.
Damn. Yeah. He lost it. So 4 of a kind beats full house.
Show your hand. Show your hand.
Monsieur Le Chiffre wins.
Well played, Mr. Reaper. But alas, not good enough. Are you feeling okay? You look a little pale. You should never accept a drink from a stranger.
47. I detect poison.
Oh.
The Chiffre's signature poison. Keep calm. We've prepared for this. We have an antidote in the stash point in the parking lot. Now go.
I need to use the bathroom.
All right.
If you insist, we will take a 30-minute break and then resume.
Just walk out of there.
So he has a minute to get the antidote, basically.
You'll take it from here?
Yeah.
All right. All right, babe. Clock is ticking.
When we were playing this, Eskil was giving me instructions where to go. He's like, go left, go right, go down the stairs.
Run, run. And go right here. No, this is without power.
I'm just gonna throw a hammer at this guy.
Fuck you! Fucking throw, as usual. Fucking hit man and throw. You can get a can, right? A can of Coke or a beer can. You can toss it at someone and knock them out.
Doesn't seem viable.
Or you could get a wrench and fucking toss it at them. Oh, is he gonna be able to make it? Oh shit, I don't think he can.
Go!
47, can you hear me? 47. 47, come in, please.
Uh-oh.
It's under control, General. It's just a minor snag. Who knows? It could be anyone.
Oh, now he's underneath.
Yes. Yes, you'll get your money. I'm on a winning streak. Hold on, he's waking up. I'll keep you posted. You're awake. Good. How are you feeling, Mr. Reaper?
Constricted.
Well, I felt it was a necessity, one I must confess I rather enjoyed. Do you know why I'm good at cards, Mr. Reaper? I can read people. I I could spot Mr. Smith a mile away, and the two others, I know. But you? Nothing.
What can I say? I just have one of those faces.
Yeah, well, I have a lot riding on the game tonight, so I get nervous when a total stranger suddenly turns up. And I just can't work him out. Okay. Let's not waste each other's time. Who are you? CIA? MI6? FSB?
Does it matter?
Well, it matters to me. Are you here to kill me?
I was hoping to outsource that part to Murillo.
So you do know something. I assure you the General will not be killing anyone tonight. So tell me who you are and what you're doing here.
And what you're doing here.
Right. If that's how it's gonna be, you are giving me no option but to take more extreme measures.
I'm sure I can handle it.
Don't be too sure. I've picked up a thing or two over the years that have proven quite effective.
Why don't you show me?
You are something.
Why don't you show me?
General won't be happy if you don't. Yes, I know. Shame. Guess we'll just have to wait. I will be back.
Can't wait.
Keep an eye on him.
Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
Can you hear me? The Shifra is going to come back and kill you. You need to get out of there. Use any means possible.
We're it off there, and if you want to find out how to get out
Oh,
of it,
he's stopping you,
you
bitch!
can play it right now, because it's out.
So you could do this multiple ways, right? If you get caught, you can probably do it in one go. If you make it on time to the
Guys.
right antidote area.
Right. I hope you guys all enjoyed that little sneak peek of Lashif. And for everyone that's in the room, that will be playable out in the lounge. But what's even better,
it's playable
for
out
everyone
in the
watching online,
lounge?
it is free to play
Nice.
right now.
Oh, cool.
You don't even have to own the game. Go to the store. You can play the mission right now. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take another
Play the
look
demo
at what's
mission?
next for Hitman. Introducing Vero, our Chief Development Officer at IO.
Hi. Hello. We are celebrating 25 years of Hitman. Beyond Le Chiffre return, we have two new, incredible, elusive targets coming to the world of assassination. One will go live this fall, the second one
Live
in
this
the winter.
fall.
And these will come to the world of assassination with a lot of different new challenges, but also feature contract and twist drop. So stay tuned. Hitman is also expanding onto multiple new platforms. In fact, the pod in the lounge are running natively on the newly launched Nintendo Switch 2. And we encourage everybody
Oh, they're
here
playing Nintendo
to
Switch 2
and
shit.
have a go at
Fuck
it.
you. Just
And
kidding.
following the amazing reception of Hitman in VR, we wanted you to know that our team back home is extremely excited to bring further enhancement and content
VR?
in the
Yeah.
update that goes live tonight. And there is more. Hitman, the world of assassination, is a globe-trotting action fantasy. And now you can truly travel Hitman in your pocket. In the lounge, you can already experience the game running natively on iOS. Hitman promises the freedom to play
now it's on
however
iOS.
you want. You can now choose a platform that fits the moment. So from PC, console, VR, and mobile. There is more. And as a final twist, Hitman is also going analog. We are partnering with Mood Publishing to bring Hitman to life in a completely new format.
Hello everyone, Casper from Mood Publishing here. At Mood, we specialize in making memorable board games. And today, I am beyond excited to share with you that we're teaming up with our close friends at IO Interactive to bring a dream project of ours to life. Hitman, the board game, is coming to Kickstarter later this year.
In this one-of-a-kind multiplayer board game, players take on the role as master assassins traveling the world to take on high-stakes targets. Every time you play, you compete against other players on the same job. Whoever can take down the target in whatever way they seem fit gets the payout and wins the game.
Just like in the video games, every board you play on invites you into an immersive world filled with culture and storytelling, providing a perfect backdrop for the globetrotting assassin. Fans will recognize many iconic weapons, memorable moments, and familiar characters. Hitman the board game promises to be a fun, competitive experience and the essential assassin game in every fan's collection.
That's it for now. The best thing you can do to stay up to date is to follow our page over on Kickstarter today. Oh, and if you'll excuse me, I have to get out of here before I'm compromised. Bye.
All right. We're prototyping and working closely with a great team at Mood. And I can tell you it feels really special to sit there with the other players, your fellow assassins, and you're trying to take out the target first. And speaking of playing Hitman with friends, we have one final sneak peek. We want you to team up with a friend and enjoy Hitman in co-op. So 2 new playable characters, Stone and Knight, return from their appearance in our Sniper co-op mode to a full-blown Hitman co-op experience. We invite you to play a set of exciting missions across our world of assassination, challenge you to rethink your approach now that you're going to play as a duo. So, it's still early days, but we can't wait to be back with more news on Hitman Co-op soon.
Nice. They're working on Hitman Co-op. That's cool.
Thank you so much, Christian. For those of you who are with us today, you will have a chance to try the demo of the iOS version of Hitman World of Assassination in the lounge after the show. But that was a lot of exciting news for Hitman. News for the Anniversary Edition coming out in October, the release on the iOS, another on Switch 2, 3 new elusive targets coming in Le Chiffre, and a collab between 007 and Hitman, the summer roadmap, and the cherry on top of the cake, Hitman Co-op. But now, let's dial in. Focus, because what's next is a different kind of assignment. The stakes, global. The style, impeccable. The mission, for your eyes only. You know the number, you know the man, but you've never seen him like this before. It's time to step into the origin of the world's most iconic secret agent.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in
Here's the James Bond stuff.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that. Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting.
Uh-oh.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
You liked it? Not too bad. I still have goosebumps when I see this. We just revealed to the world a new James Bond game, the first one in over a decade. We're honored to be able to bring to the gaming world a 007 franchise for the players. Reimagine the first steps of James Bond as a young, yet rebellious air crewman who, thanks to his instincts, defied all odds and got propelled into MI6. We also reimagined versions of the characters that shaped Bond as we know him today, such as a younger and ambitious M, who strongly believe in the human judgment on the field. It's not only a faithful and original take on James Bond's origin story, but it's also an incredible action-adventure game, building on 25 years of mastering the agent fantasy at IO Interactive. Creative approach is what makes Bond defy the odds, and we want players to feel like Bond when they play First Light. But we will talk more about all that later this summer. And that would not be an authentic Bond experience without the partners who helped us design our vehicles, our costumes, and game moments. And we are working closely with NVIDIA to bring the latest ray tracing technology to First Light.
Why are you still working with NVIDIA? They gave up. All they work on is AI bullshit
Exciting
now.
adventure. 007 First Light will release in 2026, so please sign up to your IOI account and get free rewards in Hitman and 007 First Light, and wishlist a game on your favorite platform.
Well, that's not all. As always at IOI, we want to reward our community for showing
Yeah,
their
honestly, I think the issue with NVIDIA is they're relying too much on like DLSS and all that shit.
Ooh, I'm sure everyone's speculating what
And
those
then
tiers will be.
ever since they started,
Well, I can't wait to know more about 007 First Light. When are we
getting
gonna
a
get
lot
more
of
news?
investments into AI,
we'll be
the
back
fucking
with a full
the
gameplay
change
reveal
into
later
the
this
AI direction
All right,
and
thank you, Hakan.
away from the
Everyone mark this in your
gaming
calendars, and
stuff.
Bond returns later this summer with an actual gameplay. That's going to be absolutely incredible. So, now let's see how the magic is done.
I
at
gotta
IOI.
build like a
Please
full
welcome
ass AMD
Ulas,
computer
Chief
now.
Technical Officer.
It's annoying.
Hello, everyone. This has been a transformative year for IO. The progress you have seen today across our games, trailers, and announcements is a direct result of our incredible talent in our studios, empowered by our tools and technology we built over decades. Every title we have showed today runs on Glacier, our own game engine, and Glacier has been continuous development over 25 years. That's not just a matter of the heritage, it is because no off-the-shelf game engine could handle the systematic complexity of Hitman and Bond. nor support the kind of cross-platform and performance we're delivering today. Glacier is a purpose-built for the kind of games IO makes. Deeply interactive, technically ambitious, and globally scalable. What sets Glacier apart? Its modular design and ability to scale seamlessly across platforms from consoles to PC to mobile without compromising the creative intent. Glacier is the foundation that allows our teams to move fast, stay creative, and build the kinds of games that we believe in. And it's the reason we can deliver at the level of the quality and the scope of we've seen today. Thank you so much.
There's a lot of IOI games made with Glacier Engine, and I think it's safe to say they're all absolutely gorgeous. Well, now a few months ago, IOI announced a new publishing division. IOI partners with their first title, Mind's Eye, developed by Build a Rocket Boy. So, let's dive into another world, a world that feels strangely close to home sometimes. We've seen the jaw-dropping trailers for Mind's Eye, the blockbusting thriller produced by Leslie Benzies and its team. Please welcome Adam Whiting.
New studio and stuff.
Hey everyone, Adam Whiting here, Assistant Game Director at Build a Rocket Boy. Really excited to be showing you all some new gameplay footage from Mind's Eye that comes out on Tuesday, the 10th of June, so not long to go now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into the action here, straight into a mission. Here we go. Straight into a mission from the latter third of the game, and at this point Jacob Diaz, our protagonist, has had his Mind's Eye implant reactivated, and he's accompanied by his companion drone. Now this drone gives Jacob some unique combat abilities that we'll see during gameplay here. Now we've worked tirelessly to create a very immersive and cinematic experience, and the story is a key part of that. So we've bleeped out certain bits of dialogue. I don't want to spoil anything for players, looking forward to delving into the narrative. What I can say though is that something very interesting has just taken place that's thrust the city into chaos. It's raining for the first time in years, and the city is under martial law. The military have moved in and are locking down the city as the automated AI systems that drive Red Rock have started to come undone. Now Rigby is going to be assisting us on this mission and helping us navigate the predicament Jacob finds himself in right now. Now in Mind's Eye, players can't just run in all guns blazing, but instead have to navigate the environment methodically and carefully, looking for vantage points and environmental elements that can give them an advantage. There is no surefire, one-size-fits-all way to approach combat, but by utilizing the vast array of weapons and the potency of the combat drone, players can approach combat in a variety of different ways. Players can also utilize the lens device. Now this is an AR contact lens that is the replacement for the smartphone in this world, and they can use this to scan the environment, and it'll actually help players keep track of where enemy targets are and help them strategize how best to neutralize them. And it also handily highlights pickups on the ground. So the DC-2 companion drone has a few key functions. One of them we're about to see right now is a zap ability. Now this stuns targets, and it can be used to override electronic systems such as keypads and doors. It's also particularly potent against robotic enemies as it temporarily disables them.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything new. They're just going over gameplay of, right.
Now we try and keep players immersed in the narrative.
Of the games.
So we have many cinematic moments, and players seamlessly transition in and out of these throughout the course of the game.
Navigate to Perez Mines.
Oh yes, you get to drive and shoot in a, and now there's a missile. Now you're fucked.
Shit! Rigby! My drone's been hit! What's the damage? Critical! I'm lost power! I'm going down! Shit! Bracing!
Mayday, mayday!
Diaz, you there? Oh, I think I'm all right.
old sky cars can withstand a lot of force.
Well, it's not the drone I'm worried about, Rigby. It's me.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah. Right.
Now we're on the ground.
He had a
We
bunch
can
of
see how the
weapons on
city
him
feels
already.
different right now. Under martial law, the citizens of Red Rock have fled from the streets, and very few remain. This is in stark contrast to the other times players have navigated through this downtown area on previous missions, where it's full of life. The streets now have an almost eerie quality to them, as the main thing inhabiting them are the patrolling military vehicles and soldiers subjugating the residents of Red Rock. However, the military group that have taken over here are called Black Box. They aren't operating with the best interests of Red Rock City at heart. They have a different agenda. And as such, the robotic forces patrolling the streets are answering to them and are fighting against Jacob.
You want to tell me what you were doing?
At least you're not pretending you thought he was dead.
Why would I pretend that someone is dead that you
As players progress through the story, they face increasingly difficult enemies that are more tactically adept, as well as better armed. And as Jacob encounters these new factions, he gains access to their weaponry, adding to the player's ever-expanding arsenal.
I know Charlie helped you. And I know you spent a ton of time running around placing mystery devices.
Now, the robotic enemies players
Ludwig
encounter
tries
are
his
also
hand at
susceptible to the companion
political
drone
commentary.
and its
Yikes.
ability to hack them, making them work alongside rather than against Jacob. This is a
Stream-
key strategic element, as they can cause
Streamers
distraction,
that start
tank some of the
talking
shots
about
for Jacob,
political
or they can just
commentary
be
when
a
they
useful
never
potent
even
combat ally, using their
never
advanced
even
robotic
came
weaponry
close to
aid
touching
players in
it
battle.
because they knew how divisive it was. That's interesting. Charlie was kind of doing the same thing too for some reason. Don't know why.
As we've seen, the DC-2 drone also allows Jacob to use it to scout ahead, seeing through its eyes, so players can plan ahead and approach each combat encounter in a more tactical way if they choose to. I also want to highlight the music and audio design. We've got a really talented audio team, and they've really given Mind's Eye a unique vibe through not only its sound design, but also its soundtrack, building tension and ramping up the excitement as the action escalates. Now we're just going to jump ahead here a little bit, as we're just about to approach a construction site, and Rigby is trying to help us navigate to a vehicle that she's having auto-drive its way over to us. She's our eyes and ears right now, helping us navigate through this area.
We're gonna fix this. We're the only ones who can stop Lamry. Right. Now if I can get this thing overhead, I might be able to... Shit. The drone...
Well, at least she was. Now it's down to Jacob.
I've lost all visual.
Now, whilst Mind's Eye is a linear narrative-driven experience, we have built an entire city, and we use this in various ways. In situations like this, players can navigate through the terrain how they see fit, and they can find different ways to get to their objective. Some may be more fraught with peril than others, and players can use a DC-2 drone to figure out their best path forward.
Oh.
Where is that car? It's coming to the other side.
As you can see, there are a variety of different weapons to suit different play styles and scenarios. Some of these laser-based robot weapons are particularly potent and a key part of your arsenal as you get into the latter
Oh yeah,
stages of the
Stellar
story,
Blade
and
just
fighting
came out
highly
recently.
trained
I forgot
military
about
personnel,
that.
as well as cutting-edge robots. We have a huge variety of different environments and locations that change things up, from slick urban environments to isolated desert locations, beautiful skylines to sumptuous vistas. Mind's Eye is full of spectacle and surprise, and we're really excited for you all to be able to play it next week. As you can see, players will also have to keep their wits about them at all times, as these black box enemies are quick, agile, and tactical with how they'll try and flank Jacob from various sides. Now we can flee the area in the vehicle Rigby has
Oh
sent
no,
over to us.
Blackrock
However,
enemies.
the city has a different feeling right now. Instead of being full of traffic to navigate through, there are now military checkpoints the player has to try and avoid. The driving in Mind's Eye feels fun, responsive, and thrilling as you take corners at high speed, and we use this in a variety of different ways. Now, one of those ways is through Play Mind's Eye. During the story, at certain points, the player will find portals that allow them to jump into side missions and stories, some expanding the world and giving more narrative context, some are just there because we think they're fun. And players can also bring up the pause menu at any time and launch one of a variety of different missions, races, and other gameplay experiences, built by our team using our special no-code editor tools that make game creation accessible to anyone. And players on PC can select the Build Mind's Eye option to start building their own content and share it with everyone else at the press of a button.
No code editor tools. That means everything's built in and right in the back end. All you have to do is, in a sense, drag and drop.
We've already got some exciting updates in the works that will allow players to build their own environments, not being constrained just to Red Rock City,
so
and
it's
also adding in multiplayer.
in-game,
and when we add new functionality and features,
like it's like the map creators in Halo
players to use
at one
these
point,
additions within their own content and tell their own stories through Build Mind's Eye. We're really excited about the opportunity Play and Build will give us to keep players engaged with new content on a very regular basis, and we're committed to the long-term vision of Mind's Eye and are looking forward to you all joining us on this exciting journey together. So you can pre-order Mind's Eye now to gain access to our deluxe edition for free, and we're excited to see you all in Red Rock City on the 10th of June. Thank you.
Honestly, I should just, I don't know why I recorded. I should just cut it up in Twitch.
For the future of gaming with
knowing
us and
how
for allowing us to be part of their
this
special
is.
showcase today.
Adam, thank you so much. And thank you for all your hard work and efforts, and thank you for the team back at Barb, and thank you, Leslie. You've created an amazingly ambitious, awesome game, and we couldn't be more proud to work with you as partners, and we're looking forward to get this game out to the fans 10th of June. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We are out here in the lobby while you guys are inside exploring what is about to be available to you. I am with Nicole, the global brand manager for IOI Showcase, or no, IO Interactive. Yeah, you're like, Anna's, but like beyond that, there has been so much planning and passion that has gone into tonight. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been like a blast. I mean, like we are working on all these news, all these like new features, new additions to the Hitman game, and for like so long that actually in the end, being able to reveal everything tonight here and showcase it to the world for the first time is just like amazing, and we are super happy, and I'm super excited to be here and have like actually guests trying on some of our latest addition to the franchise.
Yes, and speaking of everything that's been revealed tonight, if you come out to the lobby after the showcase, sorry for everyone at home, even though you're able to try it out too, we'll have different pods where you can actually try out the Switch 2 and iOS version, right?
Yes, exactly.
So let's show us around a little
bit.
Yeah,
So we are going to have here the Switch 2 version of the game with like Eskil, our game designer, giving you a bit of tips and tricks on the game. And over there, we're going to have mobile pods ready. And the game is coming this summer, runs natively on iOS.
And for everyone online and in the showroom, we have a surprise coming up for you.
My memory's still a bit blurry. Remember this.
Diaz! Showtime!
I have these gaps inside my head.
Satellite gives us a 10-minute window.
You made it. That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. I'll cover you.
I'll cover you.
You just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
what you did.
I think I've ruined my life.
This is not the first time we've had a fatal error with your tech. Yes, make it stop! Make it stop! You know what I have to do? This is the only way. It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her. Tires are out. Proceeding on foot. I'm coming to you now. The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox. A moment where machine learning would evolve past our capabilities of control. He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Welcome to Red Rock. Man, is it always this hot? You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's lagging.
Not really.
Wow. Yeah, not bad, huh? It's the latest model.
Interesting.
Interesting. It's downloading data on you.
Companies like Silver Corporation, instead of being thankful, have turned their backs on the very stars and stripes that made them a success.
You still haven't given us clearance for launch.
Give me access to the back-end system of my city bot, and then we'll talk.
Today is a very special day. Well, it's not every day we get to test the existential potential of man with machine.
This city loves me, Marco. I can spin this like I always do.
I will not let them stop me.
Kinda. This is like Watch Dogs 2.0 or 3.0. Now we got new Hitman stuff. I think they're just giving a overview of everything now. Or summary. Freedom approach. Oh! Shot a fucking cannon. Oh fucking. This is Sparta! All on the Switch too. Yeah, it kind of looks Jake on the Switch too. What's happening now?
Target is the elusive
Oh.
shadow banker.
They're just
known
replaying
only
it again.
as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the
Is that it
Casino
for the
Monarchique
showcase?
in Paris. Our clients
That
have deemed
kinda
this unacceptable.
showcase
I've
was
invited
kind of
these people for a reason.
So that's kind of special. I always love whenever we get to work with voice actors from the games. Everyone really did go to the bar.
Uh-oh.
Do we know? Do we know what order they're coming out? Can I give a warning to everyone to come back in? Like, are they coming in? Are they coming out now? Okay. Out to the bar. We are about to begin the panel and Q&A. Trust me, you're going to want to come back in for this.
Oh, did they miss
All right, so
everyone?
speaking of the panel,
Oh, okay.
we're going to go ahead and get started and bring out our guests. Shush your mouths. First off, well, are they back here? We got a whole slew of them. Who's going to come out of the curtain first? All right, we have Adam, who you saw earlier, David Bateson, our voice of Agent 47, Mads Mikkelsen, everybody.
Oh, he's there again too. Mad Mikkelsen.
Hakan. Oh yeah, we have
The
Christian and
directors.
Ulas. We have everyone, the whole team here today.
Got everyone.
See,
He even
told you wanted to
stayed.
stick around.
Wow.
Look at you guys. Everyone's so handsome. Okay. So we're going to have a couple questions that I'm going to give our panelists, and then we're going to take some questions from the audience. But I think what would be really special is starting off with, you know what, a little story. Because Mads, David, you guys have known each other from before Hitman. And I know there's a little anecdote that can be told here that's quite special.
Yeah, it's this is a real premiere. Mass and I worked on a small film together back in 98, 99. You was
94.
Oh my God.
You are that old, David.
Who am I again? Anyway, you were at drama school, which is so scary. We did this little movie. It was a love triangle. He was having an affair with my wife. Yeah. And,
Talking
the short
about the
story
movie.
is this. I go away hunting. It's set in 1895, a long time ago, right? I go away off hunting. He turns up to seduce my wife. She's putting sheets out on the line, and he starts sneaking up and fumbling around with my wife. And anyway, he did something. I'm watching this scene. He's about 25, 30 feet away from me. I'm standing next to the director. We got a monitor in front of us, and I'm watching it live. He goes and leans against this pole as she's putting these sheets on the washing line, and he's like, waiting for you. I'll wait. And then he does something which totally rocked my boat. He starts spitting because he's such a romantic guy. No, he's looking at her. His arms are folded, and he's leaning back, and he just goes, and he does this a couple of times. So I lean across to the director, and I'm going, wait a minute, that's not very sexy. And I'm looking at him doing it live, and then I looked at the monitor, and something was insane. It was brilliant. It was sexy and raw and just, I'll let you finish,
It's so
and then
fucking
you're mine. The point is, I leaned across
talking
to the
about
director
movie.
during the take, and I whispered to him, Sarah, to go, what did I say? Yeah, I've got to get this right because that's right. Oh, yes, right. I said to him, does Mass know what he's doing? And the director leaned over to me and said, I don't think so, but don't tell him. because it was insanely good.
It worked on your wife, though.
No, I'm rather pleased about that because she's here tonight. No, but that was maybe a sign of what was to come. And I've waited 100 years to tell you this story of the talent I saw that day, and he was still studying at drama school. So, yeah, give it up for Mass.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I didn't know. I walked into the room today, and the guys were pitching me the game, and I was watching it, and all of a sudden the hitman comes in, and I'm like, wait a second, is that David? So it was my very first thing I ever did.
Yeah.
And I got to shag his wife and kill him.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's see what happens in this game.
Yeah. We'll call it 50-50. We'll call it a draw. Yeah, you killed me, asshole.
Asshole.
It's so rare that
You
you've been
killed
able to
me,
work together for so
asshole.
long on different projects. It's actually an incredible story, and I'm happy that you were able to share that with us today. Because when else would you have been able to tell that story otherwise? Yeah.
Thanks.
But I had no idea that you were hitman.
No, but you killed me first.
And
Let's
maybe
see what
second.
You killed me.
All right, so Mads, what was it like to reprise your iconic role as Le Chiffre for this Hitman mission, and how is it different than the movie?
It's different in the way that I'm not in a studio, I'm not in a set, I'm not wearing a costume. So obviously this is an imaginary world. I think I was doing the recording in Spain, and you guys were sitting in Denmark. And I knew the game because my son has been playing it forever. And how to get in, I didn't know at that point, but I got a lot of notes about it, and then you guys was pitching every scene. And eventually I realized, why don't we just do every line in 5 different versions? And then you guys can play around with it. And that's kind of how I approached it because I mean, there's so many different opportunities in every scenario. So to tell me how that worked half an hour for every scenario would be me standing there for 2 months. So we just dived in there. I don't know how you guys are doing it, but I mean, you might have a little more visual to work with.
No, I have nothing.
Okay, here you go.
I'm kind of all alone.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So it's a different approach, obviously. I mean, it was great to come back to him. I was always when I did the original, I loved the film, but I was always super angry when I read the script that, I mean, a Bond film, I'm an ex-gymnast, I'm really good at stunts, and the most crazy stunt I did in the film was folding 2 aces. It was like, oh God. So I'm so pleased that this character has actually got his hands on a little more.
yeah. Listen, I think what's cool about this is unlike the film, obviously, you get as a player to approach you, the target, in so many different ways. And I find that infinitely interesting to use your imagination that way. Although I liked what you did to me to James Bond in the movie. So that's another story.
Well, he deserved it. He took my money.
Yeah.
Took my money. You stole my money, that bitch.
All right, so David, you've been the voice of Agent 47 for many, many years now.
Many.
How do you keep the character fresh and engaging for both yourself and the fans?
How do
you keep the character fresh?
Oh, well, listen, in a way, it's kind of easy. I don't know if you have this thing, but when I treat Agent 47 as my best friend, as I mentioned earlier, so I kind of thinking, I'm going to have a good time hanging out with my best friend. We'll work it out. But here's
Your
the other
best
thing.
friend is
I
an
know he's
assassin,
this,
yes.
emotionless
That's
character.
Your best friend is
Feelings and
somehow an
moral, he's
assassin.
He's a killing
Okay.
machine. But I treat him sort of like a Frankenstein's monster in a way that he's somewhere deep, deep down inside. He's looking for some kind of humanity. And though the dialogue is written very ice cold and it should be delivered that way, I try to sneak in
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
curiosity about how it might feel and to kill or to what's this person going through. And secondly, I think of his backstory about wanting to know where he comes from. So it's a primitive thing, but I just keep having that in my head.
That's really cool. And Mads, you already talked about, the difference between voice acting, being in the booth, and then being on set. Did you enjoy the experience?
Yeah, it was super fun. Both of the things were fun. It was obviously fun to revisit him for a number of reasons. I also to just see that even though he looks young in the game, his voice is kind of more rusty now. It's apparently my mistake. No, it was super fun. I mean, you rarely get the chance to revisit a character in the movie business. You might do it on theater, but in the movie business, it's over, it's done, and then what is it? Is it 18 years? Yeah, 18 years ago I did that character, and then he looked good, and I was happy to see him again.
Oh, you still look good. All right, so you face off Agent 47. Who is the world's best assassin?
Ooh.
In another high-stake poker game, how would Le Chiffre go about destabilizing such a fearsome opponent?
Well, obviously, Le Chiffre normally has henchmen and people to do the dirty work. So in terms of assassin, it's obviously hitman. But if you face him in his environment, I think it's going to be a little uphill battle for hitman.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, you mentioned earlier to me that it's not just about me trying to kill you by winning at poker. There's a lot more going on, and I think I don't know when James Bond
Sorry,
stands there,
I
you're kind
gotta.
of going, yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
end
crunch
well.
on some chips. I'll be right back.
But I think it feels more even. The playground, the playing field feels much more even, which is cool.
Oh no! Did it?
And
Oh.
if you were playing Hitman yourself, Mads.
If I'm playing Le
Yeah,
Chiffre?
if you were playing
A
the
cam
game
hockeys
Or if
don't
I was
work.
playing hitman trying to kill myself?
Yeah. Would you go in head on, or would you be stealthy about it?
I really can't answer that, but I know who's going to really enjoy killing me, my son.
My son is
there's
gonna
like a ton of
enjoy
ways to
killing
get
me.
past
Ah,
my
yes.
character, and I can't wait to see his face going like, I have to do this again. So that's going to be fun. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're obviously playing Hitman, and it's a strange suicidal process.
Hey,
for me
look, Dad!
to
I
imagine
threw a
that.
hammer at you.
Well, I'll download it. I'll play it. We'll see where it goes.
So if you had to give Agent 47 one piece of advice for his mission against you, what would it be?
Yeah, give Agent 47 an advice.
Oh.
Why would I? Yeah, I think it would be a smart choice to beat me at poker. That would be the easiest way for him. And if he can't do that, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not going to be easy killing this guy. I would just say this. I never thought of that before. Your son's going to be out there killing you. Well, I have news.
Probably
for you.
playing right now.
Oh, no. Well, listen, I walked in on my daughter when she was playing Absolution some years ago, and she turned around and said, Dad, it's so cool hearing your voice in my ears as I strangle this nun. And I thought, can we just keep that inside the room, please? Yeah, so good luck.
That's incredible. So, Christian, what core themes or tone did you want to capture in the Bond story that sets it apart from previous interpretations of the film or the games?
Well, first of all, we're changing subject here.
Oh, yeah,
But
getting serious.
Absolutely, I just want to say it's absolutely a blessing to just see the two of you together, and like for us to dream about it, Hakan and I, as you can probably imagine, it's been a really, really special mission for us, and it's been really enjoyable. Regarding a Bond, I think what we really wanted to find at the core was a young version. We kind of talked about the difference between who's 007 and who's James Bond as a concept. Trying to find out how does he become the number? How does he, as we also talk about, the game is about earning the number, but it comes at a price. So we needed to figure out who is he in his his raw form, and what does being an agent actually do to him. And I think that's what we're really interested and curious about in the game as well.
That's really cool. So, can you tease any unique mechanics or innovations that set this game apart from any other stealth or action titles?
Well, I think we're combining some really interesting elements. Like, we're well known from Hitman games with a lot of freedom of approach, and obviously Bond is a little bit different, but he has a really big layer of improvisation, and just he happens to get in trouble, but he also happens to have a lot of different solutions. So we wanted to capture that. But I think the biggest leap for us was to make this seamless interplay between, physical melee action and, really good shooting combat. So it feels like you have a lot of options, whether you're in an, sort of an action part of the game, or whether you're more like, using your skills as a spy.
To be honest, I can't imagine another duo of games that fit more perfectly together, that share the same mechanics and everything. Yeah. So let's switch it a little bit. Adam, Mind's Eye looks like it blends narrative depth with action. What's the core experience you want players to walk away with?
Yeah, I mean, we've really strived to make a very immersive and cinematic story. I think the kind of key experience one players have is kind of feel like they're playing through their favorite action movie, but they get to be the protagonist. They get to be in control of the action, and they get to go between these wonderful action set pieces. They get to immerse themselves and kind of meet interesting characters, and then just like high action, tension, and drama and spectacle. And we're really excited to get players in Red Rock on Tuesday.
That's exactly Tuesday. That's wild. And what would you say sets Mind's Eye apart from other narrative-led games in terms of like gameplay or structure?
Yeah, I mean, certainly there's a kind of a few unique things, I'd say. I mean, in particular, we're trying to strike this balance between having a very well-paced story, but then also giving players lots of opportunities to have like kind of excursions and adventures. And I think Play Mind's Eye is a really elegant way to do that. As you're playing the story, you encounter these portals, and they give you a glimpse into into characters' backstories. Sometimes they're just slice of fun gameplay. But if you don't want to kind of like break your immersion, or kind of like you just want to press through the story, they're waiting for you in the Play Mind's Eye menu, and that's a place we're going to be populating with lots of great content. Every few weeks there'll be new stuff in there, new bits of gameplay, and I think it's going to be really exciting for players.
Yeah, and Hakan, the man himself, with Hitman World of Assassination now seen as a modern classic in stealth gaming. How do you view the franchise's role in defining IOI as a studio today?
Well, Hitman has been, without a doubt, our flagship franchise. It all started with Hitman in a cellar, and 25 years later, here we are. And I would say many good games we've done throughout the years. But Hitman World of Assassination is kind of the culmination of long time coming of a franchise that really found itself, found its platform, and it's something we started 13 years ago, 14 years ago, envisioning and working on it, and then starting it like from one episode to one game to 3 games, all melded into one universe. And it's been a long road, but like as you saw today with the co-op edition, which we are extremely excited about, it's something that when we say it never sleeps, it never ends, we mean it.
That's beautiful. So with everything that has been said and everyone that's on this panel right now, thank you so much for today. I want to open it up to the room for any questions. I'm like, how do we do this? Oh, you have a mic. Okay, so
hands up and
yeah, hands up if you have a question. We got one right here in the middle. In the middle. Oh.
we got a mic. Mic is moving.
Okay, we're gonna start on the edge, I guess.
Hi. So one of my questions is specifically for talking about the new Bond game. Bond has had different types of pacing depending on the era of film that he's in. So I wanted to know for First Light, are you all looking more towards a specific Bond? Are you moving faster or slower? And how are you all kind of drawing your inspirations from the different film eras of the character?
Want to take that, Hakan, or should I?
I can take it. Well, I think we've been asking ourselves that question: what is actually the inspiration for our Bond? But I think from the get-go, we tried to kind of leave that out. There's so many good legacy from 60 years of this franchise, but we really the whole spirit and core of First Light is to create something original, something that stands on its own, something that we can call our Bond for the gamers. And so I think it's difficult to say he's more like Roger Moore or more like Sean Connery and whatnot. I think he is his own young man, and I think where he differs the most is he's not like on top of his game with very comfortable in tuxedos and with the martinis yet. This is actually something he will learn along the way, right? So it's a young man, very hopeful, very optimistic, that's gonna grow through this experience. So I like to say that hopefully you'll feel that as well when you get the game in your hands, that we created something unique and on its own.
Hello? Hello, hi. All right. First of all, first Hitman I ever played was on Dreamcast. I'm aging myself here. You guys are amazing. Yes, the Sega Dreamcast. So thank you. And Mads, I just got done playing Death Stranding. You are amazing. It is awesome to see you in another game. So I had questions as far as your approach with this one versus the last one that you did. Was it any different, or did it just feel like you just jumped right back into it?
They belong in the same worlds in the sense that I don't have a setting. There's no sets. But the other one was more physical. That we were dressed up in green tights and had dots on our faces and a camera up here. And luckily, I wasn't the only one. So and here it was a pitch a couple of months before I did it, and we talked back and forth about it. And then I went into the studio and I did the voice for it. So there was a difference for sure. Both had one thing in common: I had no idea what was going on. I had a hunch, but so what I saw today was just mind-blowing fun because I in a film I will be in the midst of it. Here I'm on the outskirts of it, and then I see the product later. So it's I'm like you guys. I'm like crossing my fingers. Yeah.
Thank you all for your time this evening. Very much appreciated. I want to get to the topic earlier about how Bond and Hitman share a lot of connective tissue, a lot of similarities. While that is an advantage, it also creates a bit of a pitfall. You don't want to make a Bond game that resembles Hitman a little too much. So what is the team doing to kind of avoid that and make sure that the two can stand by themselves as two now new pillars for IO?
So I think you're absolutely spot on. The journey we went on to even imagine building a Bond game was a journey of trying to figure out where is it not Hitman and where can we lean in on the strengths we do have. And also to Mass's point, just talking about the experience of actually being in a Hitman game. Hitman is a lot about like almost absolute freedom of choice. I know that's probably stretching it a little bit too far, but we really want you to be able to like imagine all sorts of scenarios as a player, and you can then do them on your own terms, which makes it extremely hard for actors to actually know, wait, what's going on? Like and as the guys talked about, you have to record a lot of different reactions. Writers typically have to accept that what they write might not ever see daylight. People might not see it. They can miss it. I think Bond is like natively different there because obviously we're telling a story. We're telling a story about a young hero, and obviously Agent 47 is an anti-hero, and we are driven by the story. We're driven by the plot, and that sets a certain type of pacing for the game. And so if we leaned 100% into Hitman, that pacing and that drama
So
not really be there.
yeah, they're
because,
just
well, I mean,
constantly
most of you
talking
who've played
about the
Hitman
game now.
know it stands still sometimes, right? You're just there in the middle of a level. You can just stand there and take it in and nothing happens. And that wouldn't really be great if we were doing James Bond. So I think you need to imagine that, yeah, we learned a lot about freedom of approach, we learned a lot about being creative with Hitman, and we want to inject as much of that as possible into a Bond universe and into a Bond story, but it's not the same thing.
Okay, we're going to take one more question because we want to give everyone time to go play the demos out in the lobby, okay?
One more question.
Hello. Can you all hear me? Okay, there you go. Quick question about the characterization of some of the kind of iconic characters in the 007 franchise. We see a new take on not only Bond, but a new take on all of those characters as well. Can you talk a little bit about how important it was to kind of change that up as well for the team and give a new, fresh take on some of the iconic characters that we've seen in that series?
Okay, yeah, I'll happy to answer that. So obviously, like as you can imagine, there is a vast legacy with those characters, and there are so many interactions that people expect and they want to see in the game, and so we're obviously very mindful of that. And obviously, in the future, like not for now, we'll dig into how that unfolds. I'm sure you saw in the graphic behind Hakan when he was talking about Bond, we introduced a new character to the mix between Moneypenny, M and Q, and so we're obviously super excited to talk a little bit about that as we move forward. But for now, we'll save some of that ammo.
I'd like to remind everyone that we're going to continue to do interviews in the lounge and I think in here as well, but we are going to conclude that for the night. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for everyone who's watching to celebrate this with us.
All right. There you have it.
They deserve it all. Thank you so much.
Okie
and it's free to play.
dokie. That is it. It is finally over.